What is sound? Hello. Hello. Test. 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 Oh, sono quelle.
Facebook, wherever else you want to post it, share that link out. But then when you want to go live, all you have to do is hit go live, and then counting down, and live. Okay, So then on the side here is where you have your chat to interact with everyone. So yeah, super basic, but we're live and we're on YouTube. This is the easiest way to go live on YouTube. To end the stream, all you have to do is click down the bottom here on end stream. Are you sure you want to end your stream? End. And we are done. So the advantages of going live this way is that it's fast, it's easy, and that there's no additional software required. That's the disadvantages or the downsides then. There really is no control that you're getting over things like screen sharing or adding titles into your stream or playing videos or changing cameras or bringing in additional guests or other people to join you while you're live. But going live to YouTube this way is the most basic and the easiest way to go live from your desktop. And the process to go live from your mobile is very similar. All you need to do is to open up the YouTube app. You hit that little create video button at the top again and come down to live. And while you're getting this set up, you can keep it in portrait. You will want to rotate it to landscape before you go live. You can give the video a title, test stream. We can choose if it's unlisted or public. Let's go unlisted. We can add our location in there if we want to. Once again, we'll need to mark if this video is made for kids or not. No, it's not made for kids. And you need to answer this question: do you want to restrict your video to an adult audience? No, don't restrict. Then we can just go next. Make us for a thumbnail. And then all we need to do to start the stream is just hit go live. Now, if you do want to go live from your smartphone, then YouTube does have some restrictions in place that you need to meet their requirements for first. So they say to be able to live stream on your mobile, your channel will need to have at least 1,000 subscribers. Now, that is if you're going to be using the YouTube app. Now, if you do want to live stream to YouTube from your mobile device and you don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, you can still do it. You just can't use the YouTube app. You can use another app like Prism Live Studio, which will let you get around that and broadcast to YouTube on their app. Okay, so now let's ramp things up a little bit more and get a little bit more advanced. This is the result that we are going to build out to now. There's a few simple tips and a few tools that we're going to incorporate to help you get there, but don't stress, you don't need to do all of them. Each one of these alone will take your results up a notch, so that you can start small and you can eventually build out and incorporate more of these things over time. So the first thing you can do to take your live streams up a notch and to get some of these more advanced things happening is to grab some live streaming software or to use a live streaming platform. Now, we're not going to run through all the different live streaming options you've got out there. We've already got dedicated videos on our channel for that. I'll link them up in the cards and below in the description if you're trying to work out which one is going to be the best one for you. But really what we're talking about here is using software like OBS or Ecamm Live or BeLive or StreamYard or Wirecast or vMix. All of these solutions are really going to let you level up and create much more professional looking live streams, giving you support for things like multiple cameras, adding titles and videos on screen, using green screen, the ability to bring people in for an interview, or even to share your PowerPoint presentation or your keynote presentation, and much, much more. Now, so I'm not leaving you high and dry or confused at this point. My immediate recommendations for most people right now, if you're on a Mac, goes to Ecamm Live, or there's also StreamYard, which will work on both Mac or PC. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either one of those two. My personal preference and what I use is Ecamm Live on Mac. And again, links to all of this stuff you can find in the description box below. But once you've got your live stream software picked, you can schedule up your live stream by again coming back to YouTube, coming down to Go Live. And instead of coming over to webcam, we're going to leave it up here on stream. And this is where we can fill in the information to schedule up our live stream, which then those platforms or the software that you're going to use can access this and stream directly to it. Or what you'll also find is that a lot of the live streaming platforms or a lot of the live streaming software will actually let you schedule up your live stream directly from within the application. So for this example, I'm on Ecamm Live here now. We can see that the destination of our live stream going to YouTube, our broadcast. Let's go private. And then from here, we can either choose to go live now, unscheduled, or to schedule it up. We can see ones here that are already being scheduled, or we can come down here to new scheduled live stream, and we can fill in this information again to schedule up your stream. So as for some of those more advanced controls and better looking live streams, you can see we can drag and drop an image in here. I can pinch to zoom and make it bigger or smaller. I can come up here and switch to a screen share. Get rid of that guy. Be able to see my computer screen. I can pinch to zoom and move things around if I want to do a tutorial or something on here. And again, all of this can be happening and be changed and tweaked while you're actually live. So you can see you get so much more control and so much more creativity that you can bring into your live streams just using software like this. So once you've got that up and running, the next thing you can do is to start to look at some cool animations or some lower thirds or some titles and things that you can use and you can incorporate in your live streams to add that next level of professionalism. Now, I personally used to sit there and create this stuff from scratch. It took a ton of time, and then I found a service called Video Hive where you can purchase a lot of these templates and things, which make the process much easier. But I found an even cooler option, and it is called Placeit. Now, this is an awesome service, and this is what we use to make a simple animation like this in just a few minutes. So obviously, looking back at the time that I used to spend making all of this stuff manually, and even then purchasing the templates and those sorts of things and customizing them up from there, Placeit, being able to create something that looks like this in just a matter of minutes is just insane. Now, if you want to find out more about Placeit, see all the awesome stuff that you can easily create in there, we have a link down in the description below, which does give you some sort of a discount right now at the time of filming this video. Now, this is not a sponsored video. We are an affiliate for them. We just love the platform, and we really just wanted to jump at the chance to support them because this is what we use, and I just can't believe how easy and simple they make this stuff. So we've looked at the software, we've looked at the animations. Now we're going to look at some of the gear that's going to help you with your live streaming. One of my favorite pieces of gear for live streaming is called the Elgato Stream Deck. This makes it so easy to control your live streaming software and easily switch between different camera angles or your screen share, literally with the press of a button. So what this is essentially a heap of extra buttons that you can program up to run and to manage your live stream. Now, the Stream Deck does support a heap of different live streaming programs and live streaming software, but if the one that you want to use isn't specifically listed, it's likely that you'll still be able to use it just manually programming these keys to trigger keyboard shortcuts to do the things that you're looking to do. Now, if you're someone who's looking for a really professional looking live stream, then you could consider using a more professional camera instead of a webcam to actually run the live stream. So this is where you could hook up your DSLR, your mirrorless, your video camera, your point and shoot camera, to hook that up to run the live stream instead of just using your webcam. But to do that, in most cases, you will need what's called an HDMI interface unit. This will essentially let you take the HDMI feed or the video feed out of your camera and plug it into your computer so that it essentially picks it up as a webcam. And from there, you can use that in your live streaming software. And the one that I use currently and the one that I recommend is the Elgato Camlink 4K. This thing is absolutely amazing. And if you are looking to plug your camera into your computer, this is the piece of gear that I would recommend. And just while we're on this, there are some cameras out there that will let you hook them up directly to your computer to use them as a webcam or for live streaming without the need for things like the Elgato Camlink 4K. They'll just work straight out of the box. So it is worth doing a quick Google search to see if your specific camera can be connected with USB for video use, because there seems to be more and more cameras that are supporting this right now. But if your camera doesn't support just using USB, then that's where you'll need something like this Camlink 4K. So now that you know how all that stuff works, I've got a couple of really quick pro tips for you for live streaming. The first one is to always run a speed test before you actually go live. Having a solid internet connection is probably the most important thing when it comes to live streaming, so that you can actually push out a good quality live streaming feed without dropouts and issues for your viewers watching. So to run a test, you want to head over to the website speedtest.net and run the test on the website there. That's going to go in two parts. The first is going to test your download speed, and then the second part of the test is where it tests your upload speed, and that's what we're looking at here, because you're going to be uploading your video and audio or your live stream to your live streaming platform, YouTube, Facebook, or wherever you're sending it out. You want to make sure that it is your upload speed that is good and is consistent and not jumping all over the place. So I would say here, at an absolute minimum, your upload speed needs to be solid or consistent megabits per second at an absolute minimum. But ideally, you're looking 5 to 10 megabits per second just to be safe. And obviously, if it's higher than this, then perfect. But if it is lower than absolute minimum, 2.5 megabits per second. So the second whole thing I've got for you is to your live stream message and to jump into the YouTube analytics for that live stream. You can see the viewers you have. You can see the issues or errors in the live stream. You can find connections.
Testing, testing.
We're going to cover how to use OBS Studio step by step in this complete tutorial for beginners. Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video, where we help you grow an audience and scale your revenue with online video. If you're seeing value in this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really makes a huge difference. And all the links to everything I mentioned in this video, you'll find linked in the description box below. Let's jump into it. So OBS Studio, or Open Broadcaster software, is a powerful and very popular live streaming software and screen recording app. It runs on Mac, Windows, and Linux, and it can stream to places like Facebook Live, YouTube Live, pretty much all the major live streaming platforms. With all its great features, though, it can be a little overwhelming for new users. But don't worry, this tutorial is designed to get you up and running fast and walk you through all the key settings and the steps that you need to know to host your next live stream or record your screen using OBS, all in just a few minutes. Plus, I'll also share with you some low-cost resources or tools that work great with OBS along the way, like how to get a cool animated title when you're ready to take things even further. Okay, so here we are in OBS. I'm going to take you through this walkthrough using a Mac, but the process is exactly the same if you're on PC as well. This is a brand new, fresh install of OBS, so this is what you'll see if you've never opened the app before. This big black box here in the middle is your preview area, so you can see what it is you're going to be broadcasting out. Down the bottom here, we've got our controls, so we can start streaming, start recording. We can switch between this preview mode and studio mode. So if I press on this now, you can see that we have our program on it. This is exactly the same as what we were seeing before. And now we've actually got a preview as well. It's a little confusing because it's got preview mode, and this is the preview here. So essentially, we can queue things up on this side, and then when we press this transition button, then it will actually send it live. So you're going to be moving graphics and those sorts of things around, and you want to not be doing it while you're live. The viewers aren't watching what you're doing while you're live. And use this mode, studio mode, to have that ability. For me personally, if I don't need that while I'm live, I'm going to go back to the regular mode, which is the one bit preview window. But this is something you can switch between while you're live. Next one down here is the settings button. This will bring up all of the settings for OBS, and we'll jump back into this one very shortly. Exit, pretty obvious, you can exit the app. Down the bottom here is pretty cool that you can actually see your CPU usage, so you can see your computer is on the load, and you're potentially feel that contrast on the bottom here. You can also easily see how long you can live for or how long you're recording. The next panel along is your transition panel. This is where you can adjust the different types of transitions we have between the different scenes. We'll get the scenes in a minute. Know that you can adjust your transitions here, or if we're back on the studio mode, the transitions are also in the middle as well. So back to the preview mode. Next one across here is your audio mix, where you can easily see and adjust the volume levels for each of the different elements you're going to have in the and the next is where we can add in all our webcams, images, videos, websites, or anything that actually include and use in our live streams. And the next one across here is your scenes panel. This is essentially groups of assets with configurations with different elements of different sections of your live streams. So you might have a scene set up for just a full screen image of you on screen. The next scene might be your view screen that you're sharing. And you might have another scene for you with some text on screen. And as like almost every program out there, you've also got your standard menus and options and stuff across the top of the app as well. So that's the overall interface. Let's jump into getting OBS set up. So come down the bottom here to settings. Now, a lot of the settings in here are going to be personal preference, and also going to come down to the type of live stream or type of recording you're actually going to do. Things like how it looks, the thing, you want dark mode enabled, or if you want some other thing here, then also that's personal preference. Likewise, with some of these output confirmations here, things like being able to show a confirmation dialog box when you're starting a stream, or showing one when you're stopping a stream. This is what I normally have on, and you sure you want to stop the stream. The pop-up asks you if you want to confirm that. I'll normally have this one on, and the same for stopping recording as well, just in case it accidentally gets knocked. You don't want to stop streaming, you don't want to stop recording, but you've got a confirmation box here to maybe save it in that case. So for me personally, those two are the main ones I'll add on this window. But I would suggest that you have a scroll through this section and just see if there's anything that stands out to you. Maybe at a later stage, once you've gone through and set everything up, that you can then add this further level of refinement to customize things up for you. So that's the general settings. The next one down is your stream settings. Now this is where we get to choose our streaming service, whether it's Twitch, whether it's YouTube, Facebook. So these are the primary ones here. If we actually hit on show all, it brings up a massive list of all the supported live streaming platforms. So we're going to go ahead and select YouTube RTQP, and we need to paste our stream key into this box, our unique key for our specific live stream. So we'll go over to our YouTube channel, grab the key, we'll come down here to stream key here, copy, and we'll go back over to OBS and paste our stream key into that box there. Next, we're going to come across to output. Now, this is where we get to specify our output settings for our live streams, but also for our recording as well. So we can figure out our live streaming to specify a video bitrate. The default here, 2,500 kilobits per second, will be okay for a 720p stream. With this number, 2,500 kilobits per second, the higher we go with it, if we went to 3,000, 3,500, or 5,000, the higher we go with it, the higher the quality of the stream we're going to push through to YouTube or whichever platform we're broadcasting to. But it also means that our internet speed, our upload speed, needs to be capable of consistently pushing that amount of data through to our broadcasting platform. I'll link this page down in the resources below. This is where YouTube suggests which bitrates you should be looking at for the different resolutions. So this page tells us if we want to broadcast YouTube at 720p, video bitrate range should be between 1,500 and 4,000 kilobits per second. If we're doing a 1080p stream, that needs to be 3,000 to 6,000 kilobits per second. If you go above, if you really don't want to be going below these numbers, for a decent looking, reliable stream. So in this case here, we're going to be doing a 1080p live stream through YouTube. And set this to 5,000 kilobits per second. I know my internet speed is good enough. So that's the video quality. We can also make changes to the audio quality here as well. Now, I would recommend that you're not going less than 128. The default here is 160. That's going to give you pretty good results. 192, right up to 320, will give you higher quality audio. So if you're going to be broadcasting live with music and those sorts of things, and you want to have the highest quality through, then you're going to want to pick a higher quality bitrate for your audio as well. Personally, anything from 160 to 256 is going to be great results. But if you're only just speaking in the live stream, you don't get away with 160. So those are the live streaming settings. If you do want to also be recording, you just want to use OBS for recording, and that's where this yeah, you can do all of those. The main ones in the recording format, so the default here is MP3. I'm not going to switch it to MP4 and no default. You also want to adjust the recording quality. So in one case, if you want to actually record a higher quality video, and then want to do streaming out, so higher than 5,000 kilobits per second. So we're going to choose a high quality medium file size, and one of the other options here as well. In this next area here, audio is where obviously we need to dive into some audio settings. Now, there's really only a couple in here that we need to look at. The rest are going to be fine by default. The first one is your channels. By default, we want to have this set to stereo. You specifically need to be broadcasting mono or surround sound, 2.15 surround sound. For the most people, you're going to leave this at stereo.
Yes, yes.
Most live stream and most recorded videos. The one one you really want to check in here is your primary audio source, which is your mic auxiliary audio, not audio 2, 3, or 4. So the first one here. And you want to change this from default to your actual microphone that you've got connected to your computer or to your camera, which is connected to your computer. So in this case, I'm going to set it to the CamLink 4K because the microphone I'm using is going to be directly connected to my CamLink. This is the complete beginner's guide to YouTube live streaming. We're going to step through exactly how to live stream on YouTube in the easiest ways possible and build up to some more advanced live streaming software, apps, and tools that you can easily incorporate to boost your results fast.